What's good, boxing fans, boxing world, LDBC. It's Mike Biggs Boxing. Back with another one, man. Y'all gotta excuse me. I'm saying I've been vacationing with the family, you know what I'm saying? So it's always family first for me, but you know what? It's back to business. Came across this article about Shelly Finkel in that Fight Height interview, and this article on Boxing News 24 says Finkel says Joshua promoter never wanted Joshua Wilder fight next, right? And it's by a dude named Scott Guilfoyle, Foyd again. So WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder's manager Shelly Finkel said Anthony Joshua's promoter Eddie Hearn never seriously wanted to make the Joshua Wilder fight next for September. Finkel says Hearn had a two-fight deal for Wembley Stadium in London, and he was just looking for a way out of having to make the Joshua versus Wilder in 2018. The way out for Hearn and Joshua came when the World Boxing Association gave a 24-hour deadline for Joshua Wilder negotiations to be concluded. The deadline passed without Wilder signing the contract or whatever, as Hearn had never given a date or a location of the Joshua Wilder. Finkel was also unhappy with the one-way rematch clause that only worked in Joshua's favor. If Joshua lost to Wilder, he would get a rematch. If Wilder was beaten, Joshua could move on. Finkel wasn't happy with that, obviously. It was a total sham, Wilder's manager Finkel said to Fight Hype. And shout out to Fight Hype, man. Good interview. They had no intentions of fighting Deontay Wilder next. That's fine. Just say it. He had a two-fight deal with Wembley he never intended to. But he had to figure a way out. Don't waste anybody's time. Don't try and make Deontay Wilder look like he's ducking out of any fight. Just say, I'm fighting Povetkin next, and I'm not fighting anyone else next. He admits it was a total scam here. He cut a two-fight deal at Wembley, Finkel said. It looks weak on Joshua's part after the way he asked for $50 million for the Joshua fight when Wilder's management came up with the $50 million. But then Joshua still doesn't take the fight. It looks weak from the fans' perspective. Joshua isn't going to make $50 million for his defense of his WBA title against mandatory challenger 38-year-old Alexander Povetkin in September. That's not a fight that will increase Joshua's popularity in boxing world, in the boxing world. Joshua would have been better off calling the WBA's bluff by letting them strip him of his WBA title if that's what they wanted to do. Joshua could have then fought Wilder and gained much more prestige and popularity from the boxing fans if he won the fight. Joshua turned down arguably the biggest purse ever offered to a heavyweight world champion. The question is, why did Joshua turn down $50 million? If his backup plan was a fight that paid him the same or better, then it would be understandable why Joshua didn't put pen on paper. But that's not the case. Joshua isn't getting anywhere near the same money to fight Povetkin as he would have if simply accepted the huge guaranteed offer from Team Wilder. You know what I'm saying? They asked us for $50 million. Joshua did. Finkel said. They then asked us to prove funds, and we said, fine, give up your lawyer's number. They never gave it to us. They then raised the offer from 12.5 to 15. We said we accept. Send the contract. And then the contract comes out, and it has no date for the fight, and it has no arena for the fight. The rematch clause says if he loses, we redo the fight. If he wins, he doesn't have to fight us again. I then asked him when and where the fight is. He never answers. He sent back, I'll supply you the dates. He gets WBA President Gilberto Mendoza to send us a letter that he's got to tell by tomorrow. He never said, Shelly, we only got 24 hours. If you really want the fight, we can do it September 22nd at Wembley. He never said, yeah, you're right. It should be a 2 rematch deal. But it would have to be at Wembley. They never said any of that. They did not want to fight. That's what Finkel said. So, you know what I'm saying? It's all comical from now on Joshua's part. Because, my thing is, Wilder just need to move on. You know what I'm saying? Work on his legacy. He ain't no punk. He ain't no sucker. He ain't backing out for no goddamn fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy, man. You know how shit falls in place, man. For real, man. So, but the 50 million is verified. You know what I'm saying? Fans be sounding dumb. You know what I'm saying? Hearn never responded when Finkel asked. You know what I'm saying? For Hearn's lawyer, to send verification. So instead of Hearn demanding the fight to take place in the UK, $50 million offer was only for a fight in the US, where the fight is expected to be a $100 million fight. Come on, man. Yeah, Hearn is crazy, man. He's delusional. I hope his DAZN app just falls. Falls on its own sword. And you know what I'm saying? Let's get back to, seeing some real deal boxing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of the duckery, fuckery people in the world. You feel what I'm saying? I'll take a vacation and I come back to hear, more of this dumb bullshit. I'm tired of it. I'm ready to move on. Let's see some big fights happening. And I'm back, y'all. It's good to be back. You know what I'm saying? I kept my ear to the ground and shit, though. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to everybody's, live streams. And, I'll chime in on the chat and I'll, super chat from people. And, just to stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? So, big ups to the LDBC, man. I'm out here. I'm still working, man. MikeBiggzBoxing, man. And I'm out. Please like and subscribe, man. Hit that bell icon, man. Share, comment. Let me know what y'all think about this whole situation, man. Peace.